Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How about it, RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive, we're going to take shots, we're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
Caught in the backfield, it's Strong. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun on third down. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. And that's a live ball. And this bounces out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover. So the Ohio State Buckeyes Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types.
He's going to let it go. Snags it on the right. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be over. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Rutgers 7, Ohio State 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wants to throw on third down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Grab near the marker. It's Rivers. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Getting some heat. Ball in the air, intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he pull downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Coming after him. Keeps it going. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the... You've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Graham. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quick out. Stopped after making the catch.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Get set, get set.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a move to get open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Fuentes. He makes the connection. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Fires to the tight end. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it fly. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Defense in press coverage. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it. Get what you can get.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to pass, it's Fuentes. Pocket starts to collapse. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on. He's going for it all. He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. It's complete. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll toss it. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Fuentes. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Inside the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Complete out of the backfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 49, Rutgers.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and
they got him for the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under...
Oh, the ball squirts out. So he coughed it up, he got it back, but he did not get the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Just ran over it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a 1st at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Rivers. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Brought down yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. That's caught. It's Rivers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Quick strike complete. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Scarlet Knights trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 18 to Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing into second level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.